Hadhrat Kab's, radiyallahu anhu, failure to join the Tabuk expedition. Chapter 2, Topic 9, Part 4. The other two companions of mine confined themselves to their houses. I was the most daring of the three. I would go to the market and join the Jamaat for Salat, but nobody would talk to me. I would approach the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and say assalamu alaikum and would watch eagerly to see if his lips moved in reply. After Fard, I used to complete the Salat by standing close to him, and I would look at him from the corner of my eye to learn if he ever cast a single glance at me. I noticed that when I was engaged in Salat he did glance at me, but when I was out of it, he would avert his face from me. Ka'b, radiyallahu anhu, continues. When this complete social boycott became too hard for me to bear, I, one day, climbed up the wall of Qatada, my dear cousin, and greeted him with assalamu alaikum. He did not return my greetings. I said to him, for Allah's sake, do answer me one question. Do not you know that I love Allah and His Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam? He kept quiet. Again I repeated my request, but again he would not speak. When I inquired for the third time, he simply said, Allah and His Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, know best. At this, tears welled out of my eyes and he left me alone. Once, I was passing through a street of Medina, when I noticed a Coptic Christian, who had come from Syria to sell his grain, inquiring about Ka'b bin Malik. When people pointed me out to him, he came and made over a letter to me from the Christian king of Ghassan. Thus it read, We have come to know that your master has ill-treated you. Allah may not keep you in abasement and in disgrace. You had better come to us. We shall extend all help to you. When I read this letter, I uttered Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. To Allah we belong and to Him is our return, and said, so my state of affairs had reached such an ebb that even the Kafirs were aspiring to draw me away from Islam. I could not imagine a calamity worse than that. I went and threw the letter into an oven. Thereafter I presented myself to the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and exclaimed, O Prophet of Allah! Your indifference towards me has lowered me to such an extent that even the Kafirs are building up their hopes over me.